Welcome to Golf Training Hacks. Did you know that the compressive force in a golf swing can be as high as a football lineman hitting a blocking sled? Now that doesn't mean that you should train like a football player to increase your golf performance and reduce injury risk. Now here's what I mean. If a lot of your training is weightlifting, a lot of pressing and pulling and squats, well, you're placing a lot of compressive force into your joints. Now even if you use machines, you're still placing a lot of compressive force into your body. Now maybe you run. Well, running is compressive. You place a lot of compressive force into your joints as well. Now how about sitting? Do you sit a lot at work? Do you sit a lot at home? Well, sitting is also compressive. When you sit a lot, you're placing a lot of compressive force into your spine, your hips, and sometimes even your knees. Now you might be asking, well, if there's so much compressive force in a golf swing, shouldn't I be training compression? And that's a good question. So let's talk about that. There's more to the golf swing than just compression. The golf swing is a fluid rhythmic motion with a change of direction, and it's a mostly expansive movement until you get to impact. Then there's a compression, and then once you get through impact and follow through, it expands again. So if you're using a lot of upper body muscular effort in the backswing and into the downswing and impact, you are compressing the spine. Now here's the thing about the golf swing. The golf swing is a rapid motion. You're rotating the spine rapidly. Now here's a good rule of thumb to keep your back safe during the golf swing or at any time. If you're rotating the spine rapidly, you have to limit compression. Now by using a lot of upper body muscular effort in the backswing and into impact, you are adding more compression into the golf swing than you need to. And now that swing is a very rapid motion, so you're raising your risk of injury, and it also makes it more difficult to have an easy, fluid, rhythmic swing. The propulsive drive of a golf swing should come from your lower body, from your hips and your legs, not from your upper body. Your upper body should be as relaxed as possible with as little muscular effort as possible. That's going to help you create a fluid, easy, rhythmic swing and reduce the risk of injury to your back. Now there is an isometric contraction in the golf swing in the change of direction from the backswing to the downswing, just like in any other change of direction. And there's also a lot of eccentric contractions in the golf swing. But as far as concentric contractions, the typical weightlifting movement, like in a bench press where you're pushing away, or in a shoulder press where you're pushing away from your shoulders, that's a concentric movement. And when you do that in your upper body, you're really not helping your golf swing that much. If you want to reverse the injury-producing impact of compression in the golf swing and also help you create that rhythmic, fluid, easy power in the golf swing, then you want to do more movements that are expansive and not compressive. Now forget the golf swing. As you get older, you certainly want to do more movements that are expansive and not compressive. And you want to do movements that help you move better every day while maintaining strength and lean body mass. Now a great place to start all this expansive movement is with breathing. Learn how to engage your diaphragm, learn how to slow down your breathing patterns with long, slower exhales, and also breathe through your nose. That's important. You don't want to breathe high up in your chest from your mouth. You want to breathe deep down into your diaphragm through your nose with long exhales. Now, a great place to learn these techniques is with Eastern traditions like Qigong and yoga. They're great for coordinating proper breathing patterns with expansive movements. Also, if you can incorporate proper breathing patterns with long, slow exhales into your stretching, that's another great way to create expansive movements into your daily practice. Another great way to improve your movement quality and expand and not compress your body is through things like crawling, rocking, and rolling. Many of the things we do in golf training hacks. In fact, a lot of the exercises we do are based around rocking, crawling, and rolling. So those are all important ways to begin to help you expand your body and not compress your body. It's so important. Now, of course, it's important to stay strong. I'm not saying that you don't want to lift weights and do concentric movements. It's important to do that. But as far as healthy aging and improving your golf swing, well, upper body concentric work may not be the the most important thing you do, but certainly you don't want to avoid it, right? It's important to stay strong and build lean body mass, but you don't want to train like you're a football player in 1985. So in the next video, we'll give you an example of how to use a breathing technique called muscle energy techniques in a standard stretching technique. Let's add a muscle energy technique to a standard pigeon mobilization. So if you know what a pigeon mobilization looks like, you're going to get into a position like this. Okay, you're going to go down as far as you can. It's comfortable. Some people may be up here. Some people can get lower. You can do this up on a table or like a plyo box, something like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'll do this straight forward to you, then I'll do the other side laterally to you so you can see. This hip goes back. I have this in a 90-degree angle. Now I'm going to press my foot and my knee into the ground. I'm going to hold my breath and use about 20% of my effort to push into the ground. Ready? And go. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000. I'm going to release my breath. And I'm going to find a barrier. So that got us into this position. Wherever that first barrier might be. Okay. So now I feel a barrier here. I'm going to back off it. Now we're going to start. Ready? I'm going to press. I'm going to hold my breath and press for 8 seconds. And release. Long, slow exhales. And find a new barrier or a new position. And we're going to breathe into this position. Long, slow exhales. Breathe in, deep diaphragmatic breathing, and exhale. Okay, you do that for a minute, minute and a half, 2 minutes. Another repetition. Find your barrier, back off it, press for about 20% of your effort, your foot and your knee into the ground. About 8 seconds and release. Want to keep your chest up. You don't want to round. You want to keep your chest up, stay tall, but sink as low as you can. And breathe. Trying to relax this whole system on my hip and upper leg. You can move around a little bit if you want. Get a little rotation into it. Okay, we could do another rep. I'm going to breathe into that position so I can get my first barrier. I'm going to press. Okay, I'm comfortable in this position now. So that's about where my first barrier is. I'm going to back off it. I'm going to hold my breath, press for about 20% of my effort for about 8 seconds. Pressing my foot and my knee into the mat. And release. Long, slow exhales. Your exhale should be longer than your inhale. Chest up. You don't want to fold over like that. You want to stay active. And I'm trying to release this whole system by breathing and relaxing. Okay, let's get one more rep. Press. And release. So you're going to back off the barrier that you found, press and release. Back off the barrier a bit, press and release. Long, slow exhales. Keep your chest up. Okay, so that's how we can put a muscle energy technique into a classic pigeon mobilization to boost the effectiveness of that technique. At Golf Training Hacks, we not only want you to play better golf, but we want you to move better and feel better every day so you can play the best golf of your life for the rest of your life.